Good morning, my curl friends. Good morning. Today we're going to do a wash and go. That's what we're going to work on today, a wash and go. It's going to be a quick one though. So I just washed my hair and I'm getting ready to do the wash and go. Usually before I start my wash and go, I usually create a part and kind of section my hair. So today I'm going to be using 3 clips to section my hair. I'm going to be using my denim brush. I have my black castor oil as my sealant. I'm going to be also using my Strength and Shine leave-in conditioner by Cream of Nature. I'm going to be using also a leave-in conditioner that's a little thicker because my hair is thick as well. I'm hoping to use the Extreme Gel because it's one of my favorites lately, but I'm almost out. So I'm weighing whether I should start with it or not. But I do have a backup. I have my Eco Styler Jet as a backup. So I'm not too sure which one I'm going to go with today. Okay. So here we go. Welcome to Telma's daughter. I'm going to go ahead and start sectioning my hair. It's easier to work in sections. So usually I try my best to work to section it off. And I always leave the front right here and where the front for last because I like to make sure that one is. And then I section off my middle. I might need to go run and get my I forgot one thing, my spray bottle for water because this is a little dry because I had washed it and then did a few things before jumping on. So we're going to get started. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and detangle. When you detangle, detangle from the end because you don't want to rip or pull your hair. And then you increase, you move upwards. There you go. So I just detangled. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in first my liquid Strength and Shine leave-in conditioner. And I don't really need a lot, but I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I kind of see if I can get a little closer. This is what it looks like. I am going to put a little bit of air on the top. So that's my leave-in. And now I'm going to go ahead and add in my Cantu leave-in conditioner. It's kind of like one of my old go-tos. I don't love it, but it's okay for when I run out of products, and I'm kind of out of products right now. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm using the palm method this morning to put in my leave-in. And as you can tell, do you see already see my curls are popping already? Now, there are 2 methods that you can use to do a wash and go. You can use the shingling method, or you can use your denim brush to kind of like comb through it. I kind of like the shingling method a little better, but that's the leave-in. So you see my curls are coming through. And I think I'm going to use this. My only reason is I don't have enough of the Extreme Gel. As I said before, I prefer the Extreme Gel. The Extreme Wet Line, I prefer that one, but I don't have enough. I don't think I have enough it's not that much in there. Let me show you. That's all I have. It might not be enough to do my entire head. I want to take the risk of running out and have two different types. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Eco Styler for today. So I'm going to go ahead and now put in my oil. So I'm going to put a little bit of my oil in. And I don't need a lot. I'm just going to put that amount. Oil. And now I'm going to put in my gel. And this is the amount of gel I'm going to use. Make sure you get it on the root and then all the way down. All the way down. I think I'm just going to rake it in because you can use a shingling method. You can rake it in, or you can use your denim brush. I think I'm just going to rake it in today. So this is how I rake it in. It's nice and see that? Now, if there is a little bit of white residue from the leave-in, don't worry about that. When it dries, it will dry clear. So don't be too worried about that. Now, some people use the denim brush, and you can. I'm going to show you what that looks like. If you use your denim brush, you just comb through it with your denim brush like that and see it pops. But it shrinks a little bit more when you use the denim brush. So that's the denim brush. You comb it through and it just pops. See that? You can use a denim brush. So you can use a denim brush, and then I'm just going to go ahead and rake it through to get the curls to separate a little bit. Okay, so that's one side down. Now I'm going to move to the back. So remember, first I'm going to detangle. And when I detangle, I'm going to cut, separate this into two. You're going to detangle from the bottom. Then you move up with your detangle. There you go. That's how I detangle. So I'm going to start from the bottom. You want to take your time. You don't want to rip your hair out. And then you come down. There you go. So then once it can go all the way through from the root all the way down, you know you're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and run it through one more time. My hair is pretty thick. And I'm going to put in my, once again, my Strength and Shine. I'm going to put my Strength and Shine. And I might need a little bit more on this piece. I'm going to rub that in. I'm feeling my hair to see if it's coated, because you can feel if it's coated. So I'm going to put a little bit more. Feels good. Okay, then I'm gonna put my leave-in, and this is my leave-in that I'm gonna use. That's the amount I'm gonna use. I might need a little bit more, but I always start with a little bit first. That's my leave-in. And as I said, I'm using the palm method. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I can feel that I need some more. I'm gonna add some more because this is a big section that I'm doing. Sorry, I'm not able to turn around to show you guys what I'm doing. And as you can already see the curls. The curls are popping right now. Then I'm going to put a little bit of, I don't need a lot, but I like to put a little bit because I like to have it a little shiny. And it also locks the moisture in, seal it. It's like a sealant. So I like to use that oil to kind of just a little bit. Okay, once that's done, I usually detangle one more time because I like to make sure that all my product is in and it's smooth. So I'm from the bottom, move up, go. From the bottom, then you move your way up. Here you go. Once that's done, then you need your gel. And today I'm using the Eco Styler gel. Um, Not my favorite, but I always have it just in case. I prefer the wet line, the extreme wet line, because the extreme wet line does not um shrink as much. To me, I feel like with the Eco Styler, I get a lot of shrinkage when I use it. But with the extreme wet line, I don't get as much shrinkage. And I also feel like there's no crunch. With the Eco Styler, there's a lot of crunch. My hair is like stiff. But with the wet line, I feel like the hair moves more. So that's why I prefer using that. Because I've used Eco Styler a lot in the past, but I switched over. I would say about maybe 6 months ago was when I realized that um, the extreme was better. So once I put my gel in, then I'm gonna use my denim brush, and you can see how the curls. See that the curls just come right in. But I'm gonna use my denim brush one more time. Just see that? That's beautiful, isn't it? Thank you guys for watching today. I'm gonna use my denim brush. Once I use my denim brush, I'm just gonna rake just to get my curls separated, because the denim brush creates, um, it clumps it together. So there we go. Now I'm gonna move up. Now usually if I'm not doing a video, I'll go really fast. This takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to do. It depends. But because I'm doing this, it might take a little bit longer. See, it's already 11 minutes gone. But by this time I should have already been, you know, I dropped something on my shirt. Get that up real quick. There we go. Get a little bit more of my liquid leave-in. There we go. It's much better because I can feel. There we go. Then I'm gonna put my leave-in. My leave-in. Now the middle of my hair is really like the driest and the thickest, and I want to say the nappiest, but it's a texture in the middle is a little different. I have different textures in my hair, and I think the middle is the coarsest of all texture. I'm gonna start from the bottom, and I'm gonna go ahead and detangle. Do not detangle your hair when it's dry. Always make sure it is wet. It's much better, at least moist. That's not bad. So now I'm gonna put a little bit of my oil, seal my moisture in, because I want this style to last 1 week. Usually I can go 1 week, or sometimes um, a week and a half, depending on how busy I am. I can stretch it. All right. Once I've done with that, then all I need now is my gel. And I'm gonna need more gel for the center. So this is the amount that I'm gonna use to start with. I'm gonna make sure it gets a little bit on the root, because this section is extremely thick. You might need a little bit more, I think, just a tad bit more. There we go. And now I'm gonna use my denim brush. And because this section is so thick, I'm gonna kind of separate it a little bit to do this piece. I'm gonna start from the bottom because this is so thick. There. And then I'm gonna start from the bottom and then all the way up. And now I'm going to use my finger to kind of rake through it a little bit to get those, the hair that clump together to be separated. Here we go. Nice. All right. Now this piece, I always kind of make sure I kind of separate it again because of how I'm going to have my hair fall. So this piece is last. Always leave my middle piece last. No, you should, I forgot my water bottle in the room, but usually I have a bottle with just water in it, and I would re-moisture my hair as I go. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my leave-in. Just a little bit more. Add my leave-in in. Oops. Get that out. Don't want it to be my leave-in. And I always try to at least use my palm method to put in my leave-in. Now, once I have my leave-in in, then I'm gonna put in my oil. And today I'm using, remember, the black castor oil. And I don't need a lot. I just need a little because I'm just gonna seal it in, sealing that moisture in my hair. Go ahead and seal that moisture in. There we go. Once I do that, then I'm gonna detangle again my hair from the end always and then move up. I always detangle it several times because see, and now I'm going to use my thinning brush a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my oil, my gel. And today, for those of you that are watching, I'm using the Eco Styler gel. Not my favorite, but I usually prefer the extreme wet line, but I'm almost out and it wouldn't have been enough to complete my hair. So I'm using my backup, which is the Eco Styler. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. And I usually rake it in, but I started off using my thinning brush a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my thinning brush to comb through it a little bit. Start from the bottom, then go up and then get one scoop to get the curls to pop. See that? Look at that. Let me do one more time because that's just beautiful right there. Then look at this. Look at that pop. Now I'm gonna make sure I run my fingers through it to get the curls to kind of separate. Now I know that you see a little bit of white residue, but don't worry about that because when it dries, it's gonna dry clear. So no worries about that, okay? All right, this side is already shrinking. Do you see that? This side is already shrinking up. Okay, so we have the middle left, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in my leave-in. I'm using, for those of you, I'm using this one. I'm trying it out. Usually I just use water to moisturize a little bit, then put my leave-in. But I'm gonna try this one. It's a Strength and Shine leave-in conditioner by Creme and of Nature. So I'm gonna try that one today and see. I bought it last week and I said I was gonna try it. See if it makes a difference. Okay. And once I have that in, I'm gonna make sure I use my palm method to get it in. Now, if you get to the top, like the middle right here, and you realize the front part of me, and you realize that it's dry because it dried out from the water, the moisture is dried out, you can always add water. I not close to water right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. But usually I have my spray bottle with water, but I left it in the other room, and I don't want to get up and leave you and then come back. So once I put that in, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my leave-in. I'm gonna use about, that's a little bit too much. Let me take some off. I'm gonna use about that amount, and I'm gonna rub that in. Go. Get it coat, make sure it coats the hair because you want to make sure the hair is moisturized. So I'm going to coat the hair, get it to be coated really good. Okay. Once I've done that, then I want to lock in that moisture using my black castor oil. And to be honest with you, any oil would work. When I say any oil, I mean avocado oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil. I had this black castor oil close to me, so I grabbed that one. But you don't really need to have that specific one. I'm gonna go ahead and detangle a little bit before I put my. I'm gonna detangle from the bottom, always from the bottom a little bit. Then you move your way up when you detangle. So from the bottom, then you move your way up, and then you go the root. So to see how thick that is, I'm gonna need to take my time. Slowly, then move your way slowly up. There we go. Oh, aha, beautiful. And as you can see in my comb, I don't really have a lot of hair in the comb. So it tells you that you have to make sure you start from the bottom, comb it out, then you move your way up slowly. Don't rush. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Eco Styler gel. That's what I'm using today. I'm gonna use that amount. And I'm gonna start from the back, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just layer it on my hair. Make sure I get the root. You want the root. Okay, I might need some more. Feel like I need some more because I need to, you can feel that you need some more. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to just double check that I get these spots I need, and then I'm going to use my denim brush. Okay, so I'm going to grab my denim brush and I'm going to go ahead and comb to it. I'm starting from the bottom because I'm trying to spend time to make sure I don't rip my hair out. See that? Nice curl. Okay. Some beautiful curl, right? Okay. Once I'm done with that, I usually rake my hair a little bit, like put my fingers through it to rake it because I want the curls to kind of um, separate. I'm trying to separate the curls. Yes, I'm trying to separate the curls. Now, I know it looks a little bit white. Some of it is my grays, right? That's my gray. But some of the little white residue, don't worry about that. It will go away in about 15 or 20 minutes. It will dry up and go away. So don't worry too much about that, okay? All right. No, I always shake at the end. No, I know you think it's silly, but it just helps my hair. So I always kind of shake at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare for that. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna shake my hair. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I don't wanna get my computer messed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake. Usually I shake side to side and up and down, only for a couple of seconds just to get that it to loose up a little bit. and those curls to actually pop. So here we go. And that's about it. Once you're done with that, you're good. Them curls, you see how it starts to fluff up? Once you shake, you get that nice fluff. Okay, now you can, I don't usually pick my hair right now. I don't. I wait till it dries and then I style it a little bit more. This is usually enough for me. You can go in, like, look at this big clump right here. You can go in and you can kind of separate these a little bit if you want. But when you separate it, make sure you twirl it around your finger to make sure that curl is like perfect. So you can actually do that. I usually kind of focus a little bit on my front and do that a little bit on my front. You don't have to because, but I usually get a little bit in the front. Like I usually do, like that in the front a little bit, just to get that. Okay, so for my edges, I usually just use a little bit of the Eco Styler gel. I don't really use edge control because um, it gives me, to me, I feel like I have white residue after it dries, and I don't like that. So I just put a little bit of the extra, and it's the same gel. Whatever gel I'm using, I just use that to kind of get the edges in. So I'm using Eco Styler. If I was using Extreme Gel, I would just use the Extreme. So I do that, and then I just kind of get these little corners here to lay flat. Now, remember, the white is going to disappear, so don't worry about that. Here's another big clump right here. I'm going to separate this. So I'm going to twirl it around my finger. There we go. Separate that. And you can go in and you can, if you see a curl that didn't quite get enough coating, just roll it, just twirl it around your finger. And you'll be surprised how it just pops into place. Okay? Let me see if I can go up a little bit closer so you can see. So you just twirl it around your finger and it pops into place. And this is what it looks like. My hair is going to eventually, when it dry, it's going to shrink. I have a lot of shrinkage. So I don't do a lot of wash and goes like I usually do because my hair looks super short when I wash and go. Usually I do twist out and I stretch the hair. But with a wash and go, you can still stretch your hair. And I'm going to show you how to stretch your hair tomorrow. Well, tonight. I'll show you tonight how to stretch your hair tonight. So once this dries, I'm going to show you how to stretch it. See another clump in the back? So you can just separate it like that and then make sure you twirl it around your finger. All right. I'm going to give you a close-up look at my hair. Let me make sure I close my oil because I don't want to spill. Okay. Please excuse me. Here we go. So this is a close-up. Don't worry about the white residue. That will go away. So this is my curls. You can see beautiful curls I have and beautiful curls you can get as well. If you like this video, can you please subscribe to my channel? And also you can drop a comment in the chat if you like. I'm not a professional YouTuber. So if I've said something that maybe made a mistake, and I do have an accent as well, please pardon me. Here we go. I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today for my wash and go. This will take about, I would say close to about 5 to 6 hours to dry, being honest, because my hair is thick. So it will take a while to dry. Once it's dry, I'm going to stretch it. I do not use a blow dryer to stretch my hair. I usually use ear clips to stretch my hair, and I'll show you how to do that on my next video. And then once I stretch it, it will fall a little bit lower. Okay, and then I will use the pick to pick the roots once it's dry. But I won't use the pick right now. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you joining me for my wash and go today. Hey, Jackie, I see you there. Thank you. And so this is my wash and go. I didn't put a lot of products because I don't want my hair to to be too stiff. But once it's dry, now here's the thing. Once your hair dry, say you wake up the next day and you want to refresh your hair, just take a spray bottle and just spray the hair and shake it, and then it will pop back into play. When you go to sleep after it's dry, make sure you put a bonnet on. Okay. So I usually do a wash and go early in the morning that it gives me time throughout the day for it to air dry. Some people sit under a dryer, and that's fine if that's your option. But for me, I rather let it air dry all day. And at the end of the day, then I can put my bonnet on. And the next day, I just would pick my hair to style it if I want a dry look. But if I want to refresh it, I will spray a little bit of water, not a lot, shake it, and it will pop back into place. Once again, I'll give you a quick look at my wash and go. Thank you so much for watching me. This was Thelma's daughter. It was a pleasure to hang with you today. Have a great day. May God continue to bless you and keep you. Take care, my curl friends. Until next time. Bye bye.